line them up and drop, line them up and drop, line them up and drop. To add and subtract, you line them up and drop, line them up and drop, line them up and drop. To add and subtract, you, as you can see, when you add and subtract, you line up the decimals and then drop them in. And then, of course, you could just do, 7 plus equals 0 and so on and so forth. But you're going to see some really, you're going to be really pleased with today's lesson, I think, because it's something really cool we get to do that we don't normally get to do before 6th grade. Haha, it has something to do with cows. Okay, so anyway, you can line them up, put in your decimals here, line them up, and then you drop the decimal here, as you can see. And then they put in some placeholder zeros here as well. So that's how that works. Oh, we're still doing the video. So for example, this problem right here, 23.8 minus 1.12, which one is set up correctly? Well, again, here we go. We are subtracting. When you add and subtract, you line them up. Wait, these aren't lined up. No, line them up and drop. Now, here's the beauty. Get ready. Now, sometimes in life, it's easier to not use a calculator. Yep, I said it. I did say it. Sometimes it's easier to not use a calculator. But this one, I'm going to say, let's go ahead and use it, all right? 23, 23, 0.80 minus a 1.12. There's your answer, 22.68. Boom, let's keep going. Okay, which one's set up correctly? Oh, when you add and subtract, you line them up and drop. Oh, this one's lined up, and you would drop it here. Oh, so you can't be right. You're not lined up for adding and subtracting. This one, you might not really need a calculator. I mean, you could just go, oh, this is 7. I mean, you could put your placeholders in just in case you're like wondering, well, how did you do that? Because this is, there you go, placeholder 7, a 0. Oh, you might want a calculator for this. I mean, but anyway, come on, 5, 3, 0. We could check with the calculator. Let's do that. Yeah, I think I forgot to drop my decimal in there. You don't, please remember to do that. Thank you. Oh, so I have to clear. Can I clear that? Oh, yay. All right. You can type in or you can press the buttons down here. I'm going to type this in. This might be faster. Remember, our original problem was, I think it was, what was our original problem here? One moment. So yeah, oh, that's 7 plus 0. Yes, a plus sign here. It's not subtracting. Okay, so 0 with 5, and then drop that decimal. See, 5. See, this is easier without a calculator. So yeah, you can grab the calculator if you want. So here, multiplying is a little bit different. Notice in multiplying, remember, everything up here, these are called factors, and then this thing down here at the bottom is called product. All right, so let's see here. Let's take a look at how they're doing this. Oh, wait a second. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Take a look at this. They are not lining up. They're not lining up them decimals. See, you just kind of, what you are lining up is whatever the last digit is. Do you know what a digit is? Yeah, digit. For example, this is a number. 13.23 is a number. How many digits are in that number? 1, 2, 3, 4 digits are in that number. So what we're doing here is just lining up whatever the last digit is. Lining them up. So we're not lining up the decimals, we're lining up the last digit in both numbers. Okay. And another takeaway from here is how many decimal digits there are. Decimal digits are like, there's a decimal digit 1, 2 decimal digits in this number. This number here, how many decimal digits are in this number? 4.3? Well, if you said 1, that's correct. There it is. And so your product down here is going to have that number of decimal digits that are in your all of your factors. You got this factor, 13.23, this factor, 4.3, and then what you do is you add up all the decimal digits. There's a total of 3 decimal digits. 1, 2, 3, so there's going to be 1, 2, 3 decimal digits in your answer. So that's where your decimal is going to land, see? So same here. How many decimal digits? 1, 2, 3. They come spaces, or 1, 2, 3 spaces. Okay. And notice the decimals again do not line up. Okay. Now, what about this one? Multiplying. So which one's set up correctly? Remember, with add and subtract, you line them up and drop. But with multiplying, no, you don't do that, silly goose. So B is going to be our choice for this one. Boom. And furthermore, If you did do this and say you did it without a calculator and you did all this kind of like as you would say, get the decimals out of the way and then put them back in, get the decimals out of the way, then you put them back in. So you would actually kind of be like, multiply this out as if there were no decimals here, right? And you guess what you'd get. And then you put the decimals back in, then you count the decimal digits or decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you would know that the decimal goes there. All right, so let's go to the we do. See you there.